The International Cricket Council, the ICC, has continued to remain optimistic despite the growing likelihood of the tournament being postponed in the wake of the COVID-19 pandemic. After the ICC Board meeting convened to discuss contingency planning last week, the ICC Chief Executive, Manu Sane, has said that there was only one chance to make the decision and it needed to be the right one, which he said would be arrived at after consulting all stakeholders from the broadcaster to the players. Eddings, who sits on the ICC board, though, felt time was running out. He pointed out that with many of the 16 participating countries still under the grip of the pandemic, it was very, very difficult to stage the tournament and said that Cricket Australia had presented different options to the ICC board for the tournament to be moved. Eddings said, and I quote, "I sit on the ICC and we're having meetings as we speak. It's a bit of a moving feast at the moment. I'd say it's unlikely, while it hasn't been formally called off this year or postponed, trying to get 16 countries into Australia in the current world where most countries are still going through COVID-19 spiking, I think it's unrealistic or would be very, very difficult. We have put forward a number of different options to the ICC we are working through at the moment." End quote. This is the second time in the last month Eddings has asked the ICC to consider postponing the T20 World Cup. Last month, he addressed an email to the ICC's Finance and Commercial Affairs Committee proposing Australia and India swap hosting the tournament over the next 2 years. Contents of Eddings' correspondence to the ICC were reported by the Times of India recently. Eddings suggested that Australia host the event in October-November 2021 and India stage the tournament a year later in 2022. Doing that, Eddings said, would financially help all the member countries. If not, Eddings said it would be detrimental to cricket in case the cancellation of the World Cup in Australia this year was replaced by award of the tournament in October-November 2022. West Indies are the defending champions of the World Cup, having won the last edition in 2016.